Hi everyone, hope you're well. It's really lovely to be recording this video for you today. I know you've been at home for a really long time and we can't wait to see you soon. I've got Mr. Lowe's here, who is our new head of school in September, and I thought I'd introduce you. Mr.
Hello,
Lowe.
everybody. Hello, everybody. It's lovely to be recording this with Miss Kahlon for you. I'm sorry that I'm not able to meet you all in person quite yet, but I'm really looking forward to doing so in September.
Okay, so we thought we'd talk to you a little bit about what's been going on over the last few months. Obviously, at the moment, some of the children are in school, but we wanted to remind you that even though you haven't been in school for a long time, there's been some really lovely things that have gone on over the last few months. And one of my lockdown highlights is the amount of time I've been able to spend with family, going on nice walks and finding really exciting spots that I never knew even existed. What are one of your highlights, Mr. Lowe's?
I think very similarly, actually, that it's been really difficult at times having to do my current job, which is in another school at the moment, but also spending time with my children at the same time. But actually, I've really enjoyed the extra time that I've been able to spend with them because they're very little. So it's been really lovely spending that extra time with them. But also, because I'm joining Eastwick, because of the current situation, I've been able to join lots of meetings like this and get to know lots of things about the school already. So that's been a really good thing as well.
Great. So over the next 2 weeks, some of you are going to be coming back for move-up days, and we're really looking forward to seeing you. Mr. Lowe's will be at school a couple of times as well, so you may get to see him. But I can't wait to see you come in for your transition days and get to meet your new teachers and be in your new classrooms. I'm sure you will really have a great day. The reason we've made this video for you today is so that you can get to know Mr. Lowe's a little bit better, and I'm going to really grill him now and ask him some questions for you that you've been sending in over the last couple of days. So thank you for taking the time out of your home learning to send your questions in. It's been really interesting to read them. And are you ready, Mr. Lowe's?
I am ready, and I know we won't be able to do all of the questions, but I am going to write some kind of response to them, and we'll work a way out of getting them all back so that all the questions are answered, because there's some really great questions, but we'll answer a few here as well today as well.
Okay, so the first question for you. What was your dream job when you were 10 years old?
Yeah, I really like that question. It's very difficult to think all that way back to when I was 10, but I do remember sitting and that would be around that time, either year 4, 5 or 6. I can't remember which year group I was in, and I was watching the teacher, and I think they were teaching a maths lesson, and that's the first time that I thought maybe that's what I'd like to do. But it took a long time later before I really decided to do that. But I do have that early memory. But I think possibly when I was 10, possibly still wanted to be a footballer. I'm not sure. And that didn't quite pan out, but I'm very excited about what I am doing.
Excellent. Okay, this seems to be a very popular question. Do you have any pets?
Yes, lots of children ask me about pets. Now, I don't have any pets in my house at the moment. I had a dog when I was little, and I walk my sister's dog all of the time. She's got a chocolate Labrador, and he's a lovely boy. I love walking him. And my children have got some fish, but they're kept at their nanny's house, at my mum's house. So no pets. So maybe as I get to know you all, you can give me some suggestions about what sort of pet I should get for my family.
Great. Okay, this one's rather interesting. Is Mr. Lowe anything else other than a teacher? Is he also a fireman?
That is a really good question, and I read that one and was very excited by it. I wish I could say yes, I'm also a fireman, and I think my children who love fire engines would be really excited if I was a fireman as well. But no, I'm not qualified as a fireman. I have had some other jobs before I was a teacher. I was a lifeguard for a few years, and I worked in a pizza shop, and I worked in a restaurant in Australia. But mainly I've been a teacher, and that's really my main passion. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, which sports do you like, Mr. Lowe's?
The sports questions. Yes, there was lots of those as well. My favourite sport is definitely football. And when I'm not with my family or at school teaching, I'm generally either watching football, trying to play football, or reading about football or talking about football. It's definitely my favourite sport, but I actually like all sports. And this time last year, on this day, I was actually sat at Wimbledon watching tennis. And that was a sad memory today because they haven't been able to do that this year. But we can look forward to all those things, and they'll be extra special again in the future, won't they?
Great. Okay. Tricky one. Which football team do you support?
Well, I do support a football team, and I will be happy to reveal that one day. But I think I'll let you all get to know me first, as I don't really want that to be how you all make your decision about whether you're going to be friends with me or not. So I think I'll keep that one to myself for now.
Okay. And what's your favourite thing to do?
My favourite thing to do, I think, is I love going to school during the week and seeing all the children, but I do really, really love going home on a Friday evening and knowing that I've got 2 solid days over the weekend to spend with my little boys, watching them grow up, because they're growing up so quickly, like I'm sure all of you are as well. And I just love doing all the things they love doing, really, going for long walks. At the moment, we've done lots of that, but also going to different clubs and just doing things that we all really enjoy doing together. And that's probably my favourite thing now.
Okay. Now, obviously, you joining our school, what changes are you looking to make to the school?
Well, yeah, we had a couple of people asking me that, and it might be that they're a bit worried that I might be coming in and I'm going to say, we're not going to do this anymore, we are going to do that. That's not my intention at all. There's always changes in schools, and I definitely want to be part of us growing as a community and as a school community together. But I certainly want to do a lot of listening first. I want to listen especially to the children about what are the most important things for them about the school, what's been the most important things for them as they've gone through as far as they've gone so far, and what are the most important things that are coming up for them, and make sure that we don't lose any of those things. And the really big challenge we've got in front of us is achieving that under different conditions, because we've got this new normal that we're all still trying to get used to, and it changes all of the time, makes it even harder. But some of the other questions were about what will I be able to do this? Will we be able to do that in September? We don't have all of those answers right now, and we might not even have all of those answers before the end of next week. There will be lots of information next week about next year, but we might not answer all of those questions, but I promise we'll keep answering them in September, and we will try and do everything that we can to make it enjoyable, comfortable and happy at Eastwick when we're all back together.
Thank you. Okay, for the last question, why did you decide you wanted to work at Eastwick School?
Yeah, that's a lovely question. And there is lots of reasons. And those reasons grew and grew. The amount of reasons grew and grew the more I've spent time at the school. So I live locally to Eastwick, and currently where I work is quite far away. So even though I love where I work at the moment, it's not my village, it's not my community. Whereas now I really feel that I can support the school, but also the community in growing and moving forward. And I can do that somewhere that means so much to me because it's where me and my family live. That was a big reason. That's why I had a look at it when it was advertised. And then I visited the school and I was shown round, saw lots of learning that was happening on those days. I came in twice to look round, and then once because I was being interviewed, and I did an assembly, got to know some of the children. And every activity I did, when I spoke to some children, when I watched a lesson, every activity I did, I more and more wanted to come and join the team at Eastwick and help shape the future for the school. So there's lots and lots of reasons, and I'm hoping that I'll find even more as we go forward. But I'm so excited to start this new chapter for me and join the team.
Thank you. So that was the last of the children's questions. Now, obviously, we can't wait to see the children come back in September and start our new school year. But really, I know the children are really looking forward to meeting you and hearing more answers to their questions, because I'm sure they'll ask plenty. Now, children, as we come to the end of term, we also need to say goodbye to a couple of people, and I'm sure I wanted those of you who aren't able to be in school at the moment to hear it from us as well. So we need to say goodbye and thank you to Miss Murphin, who is going to be working at a new school from September, and Mrs. Roma and Mrs. Hamilton as well. So just a big thank you to them for everything they've done for all of you and for our school, and we wish them all the best. We're also saying welcome to some new teachers, Miss Parcell and Miss Harris, who have joined us a few weeks ago since school has been partially closed, but they will be pink and blue class teachers next year. And then Miss Stammers, who is joining the Year 5 team as well. So welcome to our new teachers for September. Mr. Lowe's, have you got anything you'd like to say to the children before we close our video?
Yeah, just again, just really looking forward to meeting you all. I know that all of your teachers that I've spoken to are so proud of how you've coped with what has been a very, very strange year. The strangest year I think any of your adults will be able to remember ever. So this is a part of history now that we've made over the last few months. And I know your teachers are really proud, so well done. And I cannot wait to meet you all properly and get to know you. That's all really.
Okay, guys, wait to see you soon. Take care and stay safe. Bye.
Bye.